Sagittarius, greetings and salutations, my friends. We are going to pop right on into a 5-card movie star spread. So, for those of you who have been to my channel before, you probably know that I only mention the astrological significance of a card if that sign's card shows up in the reading. And here in your overall theme, we have the Temperance. And the Temperance is the card that represents Sagittarius. This is the alchemist of the deck, the baker, if you will. This is the person who takes flowers, egg, sugar, milk, mixes it up in proper proportion, bakes it at a particular temperature for a particular time, and boom, cake, creating something better than the sum of its parts. That is what you have in your overall theme, and we just clicked past the Sagittarius's solar return. It says a lot. This year was a very trying year for Sagittarians everywhere. Lots of change. So here we start with the Page of Pentacles. Speaking of change and communication, this is change in communication in regards to resources. Now, when I'm talking about resources, that can be health, that can be wealth, that can be time management. Okay? It can also be knowledge, right? So you had to exchange one of those things for another, right? In order to take ownership of who you are and create something better, create a better version of yourself to move forward with. This isn't a gift for somebody else. This is for you. So, you had to exchange the focus of one resource to another. The focus from one specific resource to another specific resource in order to learn the lessons and find that emotional core that you can take the responsibility of and process that to and through to become a better version of yourself. I know these these cards look very colorful and beautiful and light and airy, but this was not an easy task. You put in the work, Sag. You recognized the things about yourself that needed improvement, and you made some real sacrifice in order to improve on them. In the journey here, there's going to be a little slowdown and chaos when it comes to the process of expansion, and now is not the time to sulk within. That might be what happened here. You may have had to focus solely on yourself in order to be this better version. But moving forward, that energy now has to shift beyond yourself and into a group dynamic of some sort. Yep, see? Wow. So for those of you who are very familiar with tarot, this is a card of independence, and it is in the inverse. And this is a card of a groupthink, a higher power, or an institution, and it is in the upright. I literally just said you need to shift from the self-focus and self-care. I'm not saying you have to give up the self-focus and self-care. What I'm saying is you weren't taking care of self, right? So the pendulum was way over here. Then you fully took care of only self, right? The pendulum was way over here. Now is the time to bring it over to the middle and realize that there's so much maintenance that has to go in you, and then so much maintenance that has to go into something else. And it's not an independent thing. It's not an independent goal. There's a part of a team or a group here that needs you to be at your best so they can be at their best. I have the Emperor in the inverse, and I have the Nine of Cups in the inverse. This isn't the time to This isn't the time to throw a party or maintain control of something. This is a time to receive. Okay? This is a time to let go of the reins and allow other people to help you move forward. Sagittarians are very generous people. They will do for themselves when they have to. But sometimes they have a difficult time receiving help from other people. I'm going to pull one more card here. Yep. Because these burdens are not your burdens to bear alone. This is loud and clear, as simple as it can be. It's time for you to receive. I want to say the past 2 weeks was telling, or the past 2 readings, rather, were telling you to sit down and listen. Now the universe is saying it's time for you to receive. Allow the blessings to come in. Don't be independent to a fault that you don't let the group help. I hope you found a message that serves your highest good, and I'll see you next time.